Back to WKYT Mid-Morning. Temperatures are trending down, or at least they will be eventually, as we head into winter. But it's actually the perfect time of year to get that garden started for the spring.
And joining us this morning to tell us more, Richard Weber, owner and founder of Springhouse Garden. Richard, thank you for joining us.
Hey, you're welcome. This is a great time for planting, but not necessarily gardening.
Okay.
But one of the things that people don't realize is that this is a good time to plant trees.
Really?
Because you've got a really big root ball, you've got a big top that's kind of dormant, and it's easier to actually move and dig and get things settled into the ground at this time of the year.
We've been talking about how much moisture we've had, which is actually kind of nice when it comes to planting.
It's great if you've gotten your trees in the ground. It's not so great if you're trying to dig holes and get things planted when it's too wet. So the caveat here is that as long as the soil is not frozen and too wet, it's a great time to plant. Most trees, shrubs, and evergreens, once it gets really cold and the ground's frozen, and if we're getting so much snow and rain, you just can't really get out there and plant. It just makes more of a mess. Plants aren't going to like that. But if you can get them in during that optimum time when the ground is still, unfrozen, the plants are dormant up top, but their roots are continuing to grow as long as the soil temperatures remain unfrozen. So it's a good time to think about it.
I was going to say, this time of year, a lot of people think of just kind of maintenance, getting things maintained. But so you all are saying if you want to plant some new trees, some shrubs, that kind of stuff, could be a good time.
That's right. The other reason that a lot of our clients are really interested, they start calling us in October and even into November, because anything you get planted now takes advantage of all the natural rainfall, and you don't have to worry about watering as much as you do when you plant in the late spring, summer, and fall, because then you're having to water at least once a week.
You get all the March and April water.
Yeah, it gets settled in. Take advantage of these winter storms and the snow, and things get established and settled in, so when they wake up in the spring, they're ready to go.
We know the pandemic was tough on a lot of businesses, but landscaping, a lot of people started investing in their home and beautifying their spaces. Did you notice a boom in there?
That's exactly right, because people weren't able to go travel and spend money on other things, so they said, we're staying close to home, we're doing these staycations, let's fix up our yard, let's enjoy what we have. And we were an open air business, so people were able to come in, and we were deemed an essential business early on, so it was great having people come out and wander our grounds. We have 13 acres at Springhouse, so people that were kind of stuck at home could come out and walk around, and it was nice, kind of like being in a park, but then you can take plants home with you to improve your own environment.
And if people want to come out and see you, what's the best way to get in touch?
Well, we're on all the social media. We have a pretty active Facebook and Instagram account at Springhouse Gardens. We also are on springhousegardens.com. Our hours are kind of slowing down. People think that we're closed completely, but we're still open Monday through Friday till 9 to 4. You can still come out if it's a nice January day or February day. And then once spring gets here, we're open 7 days a week.
All right, Richard, thank you so much for joining us.